Welcome to the Eagle Experience. So I'm your host, Michael Small.
And I am your co-host, Halen Jones.
Today with us we have
Coach Hamlin.
Coach Hambone. We appreciate you. We appreciate you for being on the Eagle Podcast, where we always keep it 100.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir. Welcome.
Yes, sir. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I guess start from high school years. I went to school at Thompson down the road in Alabaster. Graduated, went to a small community college in Summerton, Bevel State, and played a year of baseball. After I got done with my year of baseball, I went to UAB, walked on and played football for 4 years. While at UAB, I met my wife. I tell people we met in rehab, but then I got to correct them, let them know it's physical therapy rehab. She got into teaching right away. I kind of drug my feet a little bit, went back and got my master's and decided to teach a little bit. I've been teaching and coaching for, I think, about 11 years now. I started my coaching career at, Jess Lanier, which is now Bessemer City. Let's go, Purple Tigers. Then I went back to Thompson, worked for couple years there, and then was at Spain Park for about 5 years. I was at McAdory the last 2, and now I'm here. And I'm probably in trouble because I forgot to shout out my kids. We have a 6-year-old named Gray and a 1.5-year-old named Scout. So 2 little girls. I love them so much. Yeah.
So you said that you came from Spain Park, McAdory,
Thompson, and Lanier.
Yeah, so those 4 schools, how do you think that's impacted your coaching career?
I mean, it's been a wide variety. I haven't just coached one certain type of kid. So being at Lanier and Bessemer, and then being at Thompson and Spain Park, and then at McAdory last year, I feel like it's helped me be able to coach and talk to all different types of kids. The wealthy kids that don't really have to work for anything, and then the kids that go home every day and have to scratch and claw for everything that they have. It's helped me kind of relate to all of them.
Yes, sir. So I read an article that Calera Yearbook person had wrote earlier this year about you, and it said that you wanted a small town feel, and that's what kind of brought you to Calera.
Yes, sir.
So you like the homie?
I do like the home. Well, like I said, I grew up in old Alabaster, not the new Thompson, but what Calera has right now. It kind of reminds me of when I was in high school. Like, everybody comes out to the games, everybody's cheering. It's got that small town feel, even though we're kind of growing as a school, as a community. I mean, I just love that. I've been at a few places where there's not a whole lot of community involved in the sports. And, of course, I'm kind of looking at it from the sports world because that's what I do. But it was great, but it's just not what I wanted. I wanted that small town feel, like Remember the Titans and Varsity Blues kind of stuff. Y'all even know what I'm talking about?
I don't remember the Titans. I don't know.
I'm trying to think. Friday Night Lights.
Yeah.
Not the TV show, the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I've seen the movie.
Yeah. So yesterday, last night, Thursday, October the 28th, you capped off your regular season games, finishing 7-3.
Yes, sir.
With a 31-21 win. How does that feel?
It felt great. It felt really good. I mean, I'm excited for the win. I mean, when I got here, I was told that we hadn't won a home game in 3 years. Yeah. And then for this group of seniors to lead this team to an undefeated record at home, I think we had 6 home games this year, so 6-0 at the Nest. It was awesome. I mean, we've got a lot to fix. We had a sloppy second half. I'm happy that we won, and it's always nice to try and fix things after a win as opposed to after a loss.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. I had read the article that came out probably about a week ago, and it said that y'all's win, I think it was against Benjamin Russell, wasn't y'all's really best game.
Yes.
And so y'all came out and y'all won the game, of course, but you just feel like you can fix more, correct?
Oh, yeah, there's always something that we can fix. The kids kind of laugh at me because I'll tell them, hey, great job, stay humble, you still suck. We still got a lot to fix. Don't ever think that you've arrived because in the blink of an eye, God's going to take it right back away from you. So always be striving to be better than what you are right now, kind of what we're trying to push on the kids.
I think that's something that everybody needs to be able to hear. Just not always being hyped up, because there's always somebody who can show up out of the blue, be that dark horse, and come and take that all away from you in the blink of an eye.
And I kind of feel like that's what we are right now.
Mhm.
We're kind of that dark horse. We started the year and everybody was saying it'd be awesome if we could be 3-7. It's like 3-7. I mean, okay, yeah, it'd be awesome. We set little goals like win the first game, win a region game, win a road game. But, I mean, we're not going to strive just to be average. And we're going to work as hard as we can to be above average. And, again, like last night, 31-21, I'm happy we won. We made a lot of mistakes. And I told them, I said, I can still be angry and frustrated and find little things that we need to correct because we haven't arrived yet. Mm-hmm. And as soon as we think that we have arrived is when, we're going into the playoffs now. We'll be 1 and done or 2 and done. Like, we can say that we've arrived if we can win a ring. But until then, we're not there yet.
Definitely. Okay, so this article, I know you coming into Calera being your first time as a head coach, correct?
Yes, sir.
You coming into Calera, and I don't know if you ever saw that article about them saying Calera would be 3-7. I know you mentioned that 3-7 record. Did you say would you say that motivated you to like want to beat the odds, be able to like prove them wrong? Whoever wrote that article.
When I got the job, people kind of asked because everybody can go to, I think it's NFHS, AHS or something, and see the records for the last few years, 1-9, and technically last year 3-7, but 1-7 in actual played games. Everybody had some buddies that were like, "What are you thinking? Why are you thinking that?" And I said, "There's something special about this place. I really feel confident." They're like, "Well, what is your what do you want?" I said, "I want to somehow be the 4 seed. Get these kids to the playoffs, whatever it takes to get them there." And then we come out 3-7, and it's like, okay, heck yeah, we're gonna prove them wrong. And then I told them last night at halftime, I said, "Y'all have an opportunity to make whoever said 3-7 apologize and say that was a typo. We meant 7-3." Mm-hmm. And like I said, when even though we played kind of a sloppy second half, we were able to finish it, and the seniors made that prediction correct. Like, it was a typo. Whoever wrote 3-7, they accidentally meant 7-3. Mm-hmm. They just typed it in wrong.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, beating the odds. I'm not sure if most first-year teachers come in, they get Teacher of the Year, but you got that too. So you're all over the place.
I try to be. I don't know what to say. I probably shouldn't have won that award. There's some great teachers at this school that probably deserve it more than I do. I'm a measly driver's ed football coach. But I try to help out here and there when I can. Taught a few math classes while we've had a few teachers out. That's what I taught for 10 years was math. So just being able to be seen, help out, yeah.
Yeah, I know when I'm in the halls, you always have different sports. It's not just your football players. Everybody is like a community. They always come to you. They talk to you. They talk.
Oh yeah. Well, I try. I'm secretly recruiting, trying to get everyone in the school to think that they want to play football. But then it's also, it's the high school experience. Mm-hmm. You just want to be that guy that anybody can come up to, and if they're having a bad day, I'll walk up and be like, "Hey, your shoe's untied." And of course, they're going to look down and they're wearing Crocs. Like, there's no shoestrings on Crocs. Why are you
talking about me?
Yeah.
He's got me
You're
a
not
lot
the
of
only
times.
one. Like, I try to do it all, and just to get a reaction out of some kids, like they might be having a bad day, but if they look down and realize, why did I look at my Crocs? They don't even have shoestrings. They smile a little bit. That might brighten the day a little bit.
Yeah, glad to see that somebody's brightening up the day. Yes, sir. So COVID-19. I know it's a question that we always touch up on, but how did it affect you? We really didn't know you before. But.
Well, luckily, my family has dodged the COVID bug. When it hit, I was at McAdory. COVID's kind of a blessing for me because my youngest daughter was born in February, and then in March they sent everybody home. So yes. I got a free paternity leave. I got to work from home, but also help my wife out because we had a 6-year-old, and we got a newborn, trying to figure life out again with a newborn who doesn't sleep right, don't eat right, and so trying to take care of her and the 6-year-old, and she was going to do it all on her own while I had gone back to school. But because COVID, I got to be at home with them for several months and help out around the house and do little knick-knack things that my wife needed help with doing. And so I'm kind of grateful for COVID. Now, on the flip side, it's been a monster to try and meet all the specs that everybody has. I mean, last year was big temperature. So at McAdory, I was kind of the temperature check guy. Every day, anybody that walked into our football facility got scanned by me and the thermometer gun. And, like, I mean, that was every day, wearing masks every day. Everybody hates it, but, I mean, it kind of eliminated COVID for a little while, and now we're trying to adjust to the new normal, and I don't think it will ever get fully adjusted. It's always going to be out there, and somebody's going to get it, and they're going to be quarantined and all that, and I mean, hopefully, God willing, he don't take me right now. If I get COVID, I'll stay at home for the required time and then come back. But I hope that answers your question. I got
yes,
lost.
Sir. Yeah, what I'm starting to pick up on you is you're a man for the people.
I try
you're
to
always
be.
here. Whatever they need, you fit in. You just do whatever's needed.
Well, it's not just for the people. It's for y'all. Like, y'all are the high school kids trying to get the full high school experience. And with COVID kind of taking that away, trying to get it back, like, I mean, there's kids that are juniors in this school that the first day we had school this year was the first time they were ever in this school because they got sent home their 8th grade year or their 9th grade year, and now they're missed last year. There's still some that would rather be at home than be here, which I can't blame them. It's scary sometimes, but try to give y'all what should be normal. Yeah.
Yes, sir. So you went to college, you got your degree. So I'm pretty sure that you're big on education before
Yes.
athletics.
Well, I tell the kids we're student athletes, not athletic students.
Yes, sir. So do you have the players running in things for their grades? Or?
Oh, absolutely. So we try to check grades once a week, and it's usually every Thursday because we'll have morning practice. And if we've got some grade issues on Sunday, when we come back in, we'll take the kids out and let them talk to Hillary a little bit. So we'll get some hills done. But, I mean, if you can look me in the eye, if you have a D or an F and tell me that you've done everything that you could possibly do and studied as hard as you can and that's the best you can do, then we'll sit down and talk. But most of them can't look me in the eye. They're lazy. They'd rather get on the game or chat snap or exchange a gram or be on Twitter or the Book of Faces. Like there's so much more that you can do rather than do a little bit of homework and then do that. So
yes, I like what I saw from you with the first game, the first day. I actually showed up to a few summer practices to watch y'all play or practice, and I just said it was like a different mentality. It switched from the clear mentality to the nuclear mentality.
we're trying to get there. Like I said, we're not there yet, but we can just keep working towards that.
Yeah, we went from just having all evening practices to morning practices, and I think that's really switched from just basketball to all athletics.
Well, one thing that I picked up on coaching, like, if you play a sport, you're kind of married to that sport. And Thursday mornings, we try to have our walkthrough in the morning just to give kids an opportunity to go home at 3 o'clock and be a high school kid. Like, go home and watch cartoons or lay on the couch or whatever it is that y'all do after school. Probably go to Sonic. Everybody loves Chick-fil-A. Go get a milkshake or something. So, like, just give them an opportunity to be normal. And we still got our work done in the morning, but now you can go be a normal high school kid after school.
So I like that. No days off, always working, regardless.
Yeah.
I like how you. Okay, so going on to a tradition that I noticed that you had J-Day Wednesday. Would you like to speak on how that came up?
So when I was at Spain Park, the kids wore J's all the time, and I was like, I'm gonna get me a pair. And I never got a pair because I couldn't find the pair that I just fell in love with. And then it's like, good God, J's are expensive.
Yeah.
So then at McAdory, I said the same thing. I was like, I'm gonna get a pair. And I saw the 4 cool grays, and I was like, if I get a pair, that's what I'm getting. And when I got this job, some kids that I coached at Spain Park actually bought me the ones, the Odysseys. And they're like, Coach, you always talked about getting a pair of J's. We're going to buy you your first pair. I'm like, don't do that. Well, then they showed up to lunch one day and gave them to me. I was like, dang, these kids, like, they took all their money that they earned to buy me a pair of J's. I was like, that's unbelievable. So then I had a birthday, got a little bit of money. So I was like, all right, I'm going to buy me some. So I bought some Ford Cool Grays, and then I saw the Oreos. I just couldn't say no to them. So right now I wear my 4s on Wednesday. I try to flip-flop when I'm wearing them. So right now the Oreos are on a 3-game win streak. So every Wednesday I'm going to keep wearing my Oreos. And then we'll see if we stay hot. I'll just wear them until December. If not, then I'll just flip-flop back. And then, I mean, birthday's coming back up. Maybe I can sweet talk the wife into get me another pair. But she gives me those looks. Why would you buy those? It's like, gotta get the drip, babe.
Yeah.
Gotta have the drip.
That's great, though. That goes back to the impact that you have on students. Like a student, like your past students being able to come back and give you a gift or something.
That was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I know y'all have playoffs next Thursday, first round. Friday?
Yep.
Friday. And I believe that might be our first playoff since 2017.
8th grade year.
8th grade year. Whenever that was.
Yeah, 2017.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. So you think you can go out there and get it done?
I hope. I mean, Spanish Fort's really, really good. They've played in the last 2 state championship games. 3 years ago, I think they made it to the 3rd round and lost to Wetumpka. So they know how to win. It's going to be tough, but, I mean, I told the kids last night after we won, no one expected us to be 7-3, clearly. Everybody said 3-7 would be awesome, all right? So we're not supposed to be here. Why not make some noise while we're here? So there's no pressure on us. Now, we're going down there to win a football game, but there's no pressure on us. We just play football. All the pressure's on Spanish Fort because they've been to the last 2 state championship games, and then some little school in Calera, Alabama is going to come down here and try and wreck the party. Like, I hope they're ready.
Yes, sir. I remember on that practice field during the summer, you said we're going to raise some money because we're going to have that playoff bus, and they all are. So.
We taking the buses, yes, sir.
Yes, sir. It's going to be nice to see y'all on out of here. Yeah. So, we want to move into news?
Yeah. So we're gonna go straight into keeping up with the Eagles. So it's where we speak about everything going on Clear. So of course, y'all made it to the playoffs. Of course, the first time in a while since we've been in high school. And so also yesterday, right before y'all's game, the cross country team, both the boys and the girls team, both qualified for state, which is next Saturday, the weekend after y'all play.
Let's
go. Yeah, that's great. I heard about that last night. That's pretty great for them.
The bowling team. Bowling team won their first 2 matches against Pleasant Grove, I believe.
For real?
Yep.
Oh yeah,
I
didn't even know about that either. The cheer team, they have their first competition tomorrow night. Yep. And then also our theater program, they just did their program today for the students, and they go into their competition, I think, for state next Saturday. So it's a lot going on this coming week for Clear. So
yeah, doing big things. Guys, we're going to take a break real quick, and we'll be back. And we're back. So we're going to top it off with the trivia. Ready for it?
I hope so. We'll find out.
I got you. So the first question is going to be, which was Annie Frank's hiding place?
It was under the stairs, right? The cellar? No.
It was like actual place, like
She was
a
under.
city.
She hid under the stairs. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was under the stairs.
me's not wrong.
Let's go. And don't.
But what's the city though?
Oh, you didn't ask that question. You didn't ask.
Okay, let me rephrase that. What city did she hide in? I guess that would be considered a city. Yeah.
I have no idea.
No idea.
No clue. I mean, you're lucky. I'm starting to piece it all together. I know she wrote some diaries. Yeah, I got nothing.
See,
Believe
most
me.
coaches, their history, so I guess it's not a big stumble
I
for me.
was a math guy.
Math
Oh.
guy. I got you. We're going to take you to a little bit of anatomy.
Well, you ain't tell me the answer. Like where?
Oh, you want to know?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh, is you glad to
Amsterdam.
teach? Yeah.
Amsterdam? Ooh,
Yeah.
I ain't even know that one.
Yeah, I was shook when I read it. I was like, oof. That's right. Yes, sir. Anyway, so anatomy, we're going to move you over. How many ribs does the average human have?
It depends. Is it a male or a female? Because females losing a rib. Now, I don't know the exact number, but they got one less rib.
We're going to go with males.
For real?
I guess so.
I learned something. I learned something today.
Trivia on our own trivia.
Ain't that right? Or
I
is it
have
the
no
male
idea.
that's got one less one? It's the male. Y'all know that?
No.
Nah, I really
We just going to take the number, though.
How y'all make the female?
Yeah.
He's right.
See how that is? This is a little
Yeah, I didn't
backwards.
even think about that.
The male? For some reason 13 is popping in my head. I don't know for sure. I think it's 11? Did you honk that horn back there?
It's big 24.
Whoa. I thought we was talking about one side.
I mean, he was close if he was talking about one side.
Yeah.
So,
Still went off.
Golly, y'all crushing me with this.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
As long as you know. On to the next one.
All right.
What's the loudest animal on Earth?
Loudest
Mammal if it helps.
mammal?
mhm.
I'm thinking it's some kind of whale, but I see you staring at me. I'm not gonna say human. It's a whale. It's some kind of whale.
You're on the right track. What
Oh,
type of whale, though?
Oh, probably the gray one.
The gray one.
The gray whale. Or the blue one. Have they got blue whales?
Well, I hope so. They have a whale called the blue whale, don't they?
I don't know. I don't know about whales.
Which one? What you got?
It's-
It's a sperm whale.
Yeah, that is a great one.
Oh, it is.
He was right.
I've been told I was colorblind, so it really don't matter, I guess.
You can still see it gray.
Anyway,
It would still be great.
great is great.
So technically I got that one right. You better ding, ding, ding.
Give me an. Wow, that's
There we
great.
go.
All right, what word is spelled incorrectly in every dictionary?
Probably incorrectly.
He's not dumb. Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. All right, since you're a math major and you seem to be oh so smart, what's the quadratic formula?
Quadratic formula?
Yeah.
That's a squared plus b squared equals c squared. No. Ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. Square root. No, I'm done. No, I ain't. Hold on.
I feel like he's gonna get it.
It's this.
Do do
There you go.
do.
No, I'm not looking at the paper. I'm not cheating.
Hey,
Quadratic.
hey, you back there.
Yeah. That's what I was
Cameraman,
getting at.
put it down. Appreciate it. I hit it right.
I mean, he's not cheating.
I mean, he's not cheating. It's just what he's thinking.
I can't remember what comes first, but I know it's plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Is that right or wrong? That's
I mean, you said giving us a full answer,
yeah, I know.
but I mean, I'm gonna give
Nah,
you.
give him that.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
What's the start of it? Oh, after it's the third try.
It's
That's two.
Minus.
It's
opposite
negative
b.
b.
Opposite b.
Yeah.
Plus or minus the square root. Yeah.
Oh
b
my
squared
goodness.
minus 4ac divided by 2a.
Oh my goodness. I
That's
did
a
not think he
smart
was gonna
man.
get that.
That's a smart man. Right
I
there.
promise you I did not think he was gonna get that.
Get our
You said quadratic formula though, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Did he say quadratic formula or he
That was
said
right.
quadratic?
He said quadratic.
Okay.
That was right.
Yeah.
That was impressive.
Smart man.
Well, it took me a minute. Like, I had to get 2 wrong before I could get it right.
Hey,
still
the
got it
fact
right,
that
though.
you got it,
Yeah.
that's impressive.
Questioning me.
It's not about how you start, it's about how you
There
finish.
you go.
Yeah. Well, Coach Hamlin, we appreciate you being on the
Oh,
Eagle
absolutely.
Experience.
Thank
We're on
y'all.
Super 100. We hope to have you back
Just let me know when.
next year.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
All right. Appreciate it, guys.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
To all of our viewers, thank you for tuning in to the Eagle Experience, where we always keep it 100. Hope to see you on the next episode.